Alright, just picking up where we left off yesterday. We had just gotten to China, new quest hub, very exciting, all sorts of fun things to do. I think I just made a... That means that I've moved the mouse cursor from the streaming PC onto the gaming PC. Like so. Good to see you as well, size 16s. How you been? Alright, let's see what all we can find. I want to try to pick up as many side quests as I possibly can. I already have one that's active. I might be able to start working on that one. I'd like to jump down to the bottom as well at some point. Probably cool stuff to do down there. Shema is what? Hungaoxing is very happy. It took like 4 years of Mandarin, but it was in high school, so I only remember like asking how to go to the bathroom and that sort of thing. I'm really enjoying it so far. Excellent game. It's going to be one of the few games that I'm going to go out of my way to go over the how long to beat estimate on. We did that with Dark Souls. I think I set the main extra goal for Dark Souls once I started it and realized how much I liked the game. It's brutal. The alternative would mean to be playing it not the way I'd want to play it, and then I'd have to play it immediately after beating it on stream, so I don't mind aggressively exploring every nook and cranny of every area that it gives to me. Even if it's kind of miserable to watch. Hey, Limb Clinic. I'm going to spend all my money on... Let's see, does it show this on the map? On Praxis points, where they sell separate points here.
Excuse me, do you know where the Limb Clinic is?
Yes, it's on Xichang Road, near the market.
Great.
Thanks. So I think it is that a lot of people in China are just speaking English now, given that there's a number of characters that point out that they can't. So it's not so bad. It's often frustrating in a game if like the whole point is that the main character can speak the native language and they're just translating it to English for your benefit, that they then also on top of that have all the characters speak in an accent.
My exclusive interview with you, Daryl. Sir, log on to www.youngmagazine.com.
Sure.
Excuse me, do you know the language of Chinese? What do you know about tattoos? Howdy. Sell me Praxis.
International welcomes you. You are preferred client? Select what you want from computer.
You know what I want. I want Praxis. Yeah. It's 5,000. Nice.
You're very welcome, sir.
Sweet. Okay. Oh, I've got 3 on me. Oh, that's a treat. So I can immediately qualify for... This one costs... Actually, this one costs 4. Get the rebreather thing. And if there's anything that technically costs 3 that would be worth knocking out right now. I guess seeing vision cones, I think, costs a total of 3. Good afternoon. Stealth. Yeah, vision cones would cost me a total of 3. Which one do I want? Because I think I need... Let's see, how many at Praxis do I need total to get all of the progression abilities? I need to spend 2 to get the rebreather, which gives me immunity to toxic gas and gas grenades. And then I need 4, 5, 6 total to get the EMP shielding. I feel like these are much more a corner case than all the other progression upgrades that I've picked up. What else does vision cones afford me? Noise feedback could be nice. I don't really need the mark and track or the last known location. I'm gonna do this, I think. I kind of hate it, but... I think it's gonna make my life easier later. And I've got the 3 to afford it right now.
Wait, Jaya?
Yeah, I can see the benefit of the extra armor. I think I'll do that one next. The rebreather I feel like is the most corner case of anything, so... I'll wait, put that off for as long as possible. I have done every possible side quest in Detroit, and I just got to China at the end of the last stream yesterday, so I have done nothing in China. I think I triggered the quest to find the prostitute's friend. She's being forced into getting augmentations for prostitution, which is kind of messed up. This game uses a lot of like prefabbed buildings. It reminds me of Mass Effect 1 in that respect. I guess that makes sense, this name. Whereas gas, if gas is present, you can't avoid it. And I can usually jump over electricity. I guess the fact that it gives me immunity to EMP effects could be nice, because then I could try to trigger them on myself on purpose to do something like take out a camera. But I guess my problem is I'm guessing those things are all extremely loud. Where does the thing that's supposed to show me my sound trigger? I see their vision cones. Oh, it's on the radar. I see. That's cool. Gotcha. Alright, what else is in the area here? Got a limb clinic, Taiyang Medical, which I think is where the quest is sending me? Oh, maybe not. Disregard. Ah, but I can't go in there yet. Must be for a later quest or something.
Related exclusively to the project which has consumed all of my...
And then I'm spending money on the least important thing last, so I think I'm going to try to save up 2 more praxis for the rebreather. Good job, Twitch. Hive. I think the people in the Hive aren't super... Ooh. Wait, that's not a mine, is it? No. Bad grab. Which is just doing its best, right? See the vent there. Scope it out. Scope it out. Ugh. Yes. Alright, I guess I need a box on there too. Come on. Alright, push this all the way back up against the wall first. Let me in. There we go. First try. Jiminy jeez. Oh, this is taking me into the Hive. Right on. Maybe I should see what happens when I try to go into the Hive from the front first, whatever it is. Learn my lesson from sneaking into the police station and, like, breaking everyone's bones. Let me do that really fast. The ventriloquism hawk. Dun, dun. Bones are there to be broken. Okie day. I mean, maybe the dudes in here just aggro you instantly. Anyway, and it doesn't really matter. Oh, what's this? I haven't seen that before.
Buddy Les never pays to get into the Hive.
Does he know one of the bouncers?
No. That cheap son of a bitch knows a secret way in through the back.
He crawls in through a vent.
Share with the rest of us? I don't think so. Asshole.
Normal people don't do
Get
that.
it, man. It's getting chilly out here. Finish that
Slave
steak
to big
and go
medical.
back inside.
Right. Robbing vending or convenience stores all over town, of course. Let's try popping straight into the Hive and see what happens. It's not a main quest zone. Oh wow, yeah, this is...
The Hive is the place to go around here.
Yes, many business people from Upper Hengsha go there. Where are you traveling?
The Hive is a members-only club, Lao Wai. Without a membership card, I can't let
I don't know
you in.
Lao
You telling me I
foreigner
gotta
maybe?
pay to get into this dive?
We've got a reputation to keep. Can't let just anyone get in here.
Just anyone with the money.
No pay, no play. You want in or not?
Nope, I don't want in.
Maybe another time.
All right, your business. You come back and see me if you change your mind.
Game that makes you feel bad for casual breaking and entering. It's actually kind of funny in Breath of the Wild. Characters comment on it almost constantly, but they go ahead and they let you steal. They say, "Hey, what are you doing there?" I'm just kidding. You're the hero of time. You go ahead and steal my carrots there, dick."
到击毁任何东西，尤其是那些不寻常的家伙。
如果你不怕死，可以去换。
Game audio playing twice? Oh geez, it shouldn't be. You're hearing that all the time no matter what? No. Hold up. That definitely should not be happening. Do you hear everything happening twice? Oh. Okay. Well, I know what's causing that, I think. How badly doubled is it? And has it been happening since the beginning of stream?
Either, are you? We just got in from Paris a few days ago. It's our second time in China.
Sorry. Started happening just now. Alright, hold up. You shouldn't hear it at all right now, is that accurate? Basically what's going on here is that I'm monitoring the output of the capture card. Should only be playing it in my ears, but for some reason it's directing to desktop audio. That will bust sound effects if I leave it muted. So I can move sound effects over onto
You're looking for the Hive as well? They charge to get in.
this
But many
computer.
of the locals think the
I'll have to find a more permanent
expensive.
solution on the
So
main
some
machine.
of them try
One
to
sec,
slip in
guys.
through the back.
That's super weird. I don't know why it would do that. There's a feature in oops. There's a feature in yes. OBS that lets you monitor the audio output of a source, but it's not supposed to send it to your desktop audio. You're supposed to hear it in an ear and not actually hear it in the desktop audio. So what's happening is I'm hearing it in my ear and I'm hearing it through desktop audio, so you guys end up hearing it twice. Yeah, and you said it didn't happen at the very beginning of stream. That's really odd. I'll have to play around with it. Let me make sure that sound effects are still working. 1 second.
That just raises further questions.
Presumably y'all heard that. Let me watch the indicator here. Okay, looks like that works. Sorry about that. Back to business. Alright, so we wanted to sneak into the Hive. Let's do that real quick. Thank you for pointing that out. I would not have known that was happening otherwise. I don't think I need my streaming PC audio for anything. The only problem is if I in the future use my capture card to capture something from a video game console, I need to figure out a new solution for sound effects then. Alright, let's explore. It is. Biggest problem is just the way Windows works. Like, hey there, I just came out of the bathroom. Nothing to worry about here. Women's room, apparently. Leaving pocket secretaries in their bathrooms. Bull's been asking questions about our little basement club. Has someone broken the first rule? Gotta have cyberpunk X guns. So we got condom machines. Always a treat. Harvester.
第一次来蜂窝，听好了，别惹事。这里的保镖可不是省油的灯。
Oh, this place is where I'm supposed to go. It says this is my main mission. Hold on. Oh no, they're just telling me I have to go outside to do the main quest and the side quest. This is an instance area, I understand. Yeah, this area reminds me of a Club Afterlife from Mass Effect 2, which is really, really awesome. It kind of nails that Blade Runner style and has that really sweet Saki Kasuga song. Alright, oh, jam.
Access granted.
Oh, I didn't realize I was getting... Alright, that's fine. Missed out on some loot, but could be worse. Should probably be checking... Did anyone notice what level of, Yeah, they can all see me now. I gotta be careful. See their vision comes. Anyone notice what level of hack that was that time? Refrigerated room. 4. Okay, cool. Should give me some context for what I should expect behind the hack door, I feel like. That's the one I just came through. Move the trash can. Yeah, now that I have the code, I need to hack everything for XP and loot and shit. Alright, well, I may as well try to get my first roll for free. Guess I could try to keep doing it and see what the time limit's like. Well, I got to now.
Access denied.
Now we're reloading. I think I gotta fish for that first freeloads. That one's a level 5 hack. That's pretty tricky. So I could fish for the first one being free. I could spend software. I'm trying to consider my 0 balance in software as 10 of each one. I don't know how high they stack. Does anyone know how high the hacking software stacks? Could look it up. That's not going to cut it, I don't think. I'll have to use a capture software. It's a level 8 node. Holy shit. That's my first time seeing one of those. Well, right on. I have a plan. Software stacks infinite? Okay. So I don't need to worry about, like, needing extra inventory spaces to track it. Ah, man, hacking gets kind of hard out of Detroit. Maybe I need to start spending points on it. Before I was able to rely on just reloading over and over. And 99 is probably as close to infinite as possible. Maybe this is one where they actually expect you to get the clearance and transfer nodes. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. It's the first time that's really been kind of necessary, right?
Access granted.
Okay, 1250 credits. Spend a bunch of software, but it's a level 5 hack. It's fairly tricky. Ooh, well, shit. I don't think I saved after I got the hack done. I'll just try to reproduce it. It wasn't a particularly lucky one. I could see vision cones. I think they were seeing me through the window there. It's hard to tell. I feel like I'm not going to have as many elements like the derelict row sequence where like the whole place doesn't go on lockdown shooting for you. Just one person detects you. Feels like a lot of it's more like the police station. This is not how I'm supposed to do it. Yeah. That adds difficulty to that node, which would be nice if I had already captured it. Alright, I think I just gotta use a bunch of software on this one. I'm starting to see why you would put points into hack. Especially like the fortify bonus. If I could make it... Because the fortify bonus doesn't decrease your chance of being detected when fortifying, right? It just further increases the difficulty of the node. Or I should just fish for this one being free. Yeah, this one's pretty nutty. I'll try to remember to save once I get through. That one's a 5, so I may as well just pop over there.
Access granted.
Okay. That went a little bit better even than the last time that I did it. So, sneaky sneaky. He goes visible when he does that. Of course I gotta knock out the DJ, that makes perfect sense. Doo-doo-doo. Doo-doo-doo. Should have canceled my invisibility there. Increases it after you fortify, but doesn't make it any easier to fortify, right? He doesn't even have any loot on him. Well, I knocked him out for no reason. Shouldn't have been gray, dude. Should have been a different color than gray. Wait on my battery. No one's gonna notice that. Not in a club. There's nothing of interest in here other than that pocket secretary, it looks like. Let me read it. Hive is members only club. Some members can't tell the difference between mine and yours. Feel free to store your things in the security room safe. This presents a problem to you. Sweet. Cool beans. Oh, I don't have any meter. Shit. Let my meter come back. Don't see anything. Nothing to see here. Move along. Oh wow. So there's a guard in here. I think that's all that's in there, right? So I'd have to use my invis to take him out. There's another guy that's also in the room. I don't see his vision cone though.
Stop right there.
Heart, I just wanted to see how many dudes are in here total. Okay, I see. That's gonna be tricky to pull off. Hey HDL, how you been? Long time no talk. No joke. You excited for Smash 5? Alright, so I think I just need to chill and let my battery regen. Let me go explore elsewhere where I know there aren't immediate enemies before I start doing that. It's the first one I picked. I haven't been down here yet. And this is a really cool zone. It's very cyberpunk. Nice. I'll be getting back to MGS at some point. I feel like guard patrol routes are getting slightly more complicated now. Bert and Ernie for Smash 5. Yeah. Tap on the shoulder. What's up, buddy? How was your day? No weapons. It's not bad. For one time I did a no alerts MGS2 European Extreme playthrough, and never again. I remember there being one particular room in that game that was really hard. It was like right before the sniper sequence with Emma crossing and Vamp. It's almost impossible to avoid getting detected there. Yay for vision cones! I'm glad I just bought this. I wasn't expecting to use it so soon. There's a couple of vents I've left behind to scope out. I think I want to invest more in the recharge speed on batteries than on additional batteries, because if I recall correctly... Oh wow, what's going on in here? If I recall correctly, only your first 2 batteries recharged automatically, right? Otherwise you have to like use energy bars to get it back. Begging you, Dongmei, don't do this. I know you think you can sweet talk your way out of anything. Most of the time you can't. These guys aren't just anyone. The one that got us into this mess will find a way to get us out. Poor guy. Ready to fire, which I don't think is one that I can use. No, it is. Oh, for a pistol, then no. Okay. Oh, okay. Man, they really tortured this guy. Poor dude. Camera right outside. I really like that sound indicator. So what it's telling you is that if you're within range of an enemy and they see that little white circle, they detect you, right? Yeah, I think I'd rather have faster recharge speed than more capacity in that case. It's the door I just passed by. Oh, it moves pretty far over. The vision cone's the only thing that makes this even kind of possible, I feel like. If I can get behind the door, I'm hopeful it can't see me through the door. Exit to sewer area. Okay. Presumably that actually takes me out to another zone, so I don't want to do that one just yet. Camera shouldn't be able to see me through the door. Metal Gear Ray is pretty bad. You just have to be perfect. Oh wow, there was a guy looking at me through a mirror. Or a window. A particularly translucent mirror. Super translucent. I think we have a word for that. Don't think it's translucent.
Hello. I heard you.
Didn't hear anything.
Stop right there.
Oh, I thought I could get him around the corner. I guess not. Womp womp. Okay, so while we're loading here, if you're new to the stream, I'm Marstead, trying to beat every awesome game ever made. Believe that there's so many awesome games out there that it's impossible to beat all of them in one human lifetime. We're going to try anyway. If you want to see our progress so far, you can go to games.marstead.com as a list of all the games we've played on stream. You can vote for the next game at vote.marstead.com, and you can join our Discord, where I post announcements, schedule updates, go live notifications, and the community's just hanging out all the time. It's pretty great. Alright, let me try opening this while being invisible and see what happens.
Heard you.
You didn't hear shit. Multiple human lifetimes. How many dudes are in this room? Many. I could do that too, yeah. I'll think about it for next stream. I thought about doing that, but I actually kind of tune out most peek messages already, so I'd have to train my brain to notice it. Perfect cloning technology. You don't have any
You're trying to start some
concern?
trouble? Not a good idea. Put the weapon down and we can talk.
The guy's like, "Hey, how's it going? I totally let you in here. This isn't bad." Yep. Man behind the curtain. Nothing to worry about here. Doo-doo-doo. Come on, there we go. Alright, well that gives us some more places we can explore in here. Getting multiple human lifetimes. Right. That is my job security. I'm actually curious whether it's possible to beat every awesome game that's released in a year. Don't pay attention to me sneaking around. Nothing to worry about. I don't even have a mission here. Yup. Because I'm a good guy. I'm the hero of the story. Don't you know it? That was the DJ's room. Rest in peace. Don't hear me. Come on. Scope it out. No? Oh, he must be going somewhere else to scope it out. That's weird. You guys don't mind me being here? Didn't have to sneak in here after all, or mess with the guards at all. Hey everybody, how's it going? Restricted area, I see. No, I don't need a tab.
You enjoying the Hive? Lots of people.
I was about to murder you. Break your legs at least. Technically a difference. Can I rob you anywhere? You don't have anything worth robbing, lady? Rude. I think I'm wondering if it's possible if you spend all of your waking hours, like 8 hours a day, Monday, let's call it 7 days a week. Bet it's still not possible. I took your wine, dude.
It's gone. My pocket secretary.
对，那又怎样？不珍贵的东西。
No, man, you don't understand.
Mm-hmm. Alright, this is where I first snuck into the restricted area. So it turns out there's not too much that's terribly interesting in the restricted area, right? Maybe further downstairs somewhere? I still haven't found the safe they were talking about. That guy's really dedicated to his job. Surprised he didn't detect me turning that corner there. Lucky me. Yikes. You know what? Just in case there's anyone else that's enterprising, you're going in the freezer. Hopefully they can't, like, die from exposure. I feel like this game would have told me if that was possible. It's a very, like, cyberpunk movie thing to do, to beat up a Chinese club guard and put him in the freezer. Alright, let's see. So there's the sewer access. Just near here, let me check the map. I want to go the opposite direction. There was another vent near here that I wanted to scope. Yeah. That's the vent. It's just a dead end, so we haven't been in this vent. Huh. I really want to get into that room. How have I not seen the door to it? Okay, let's see if we can figure it out. You know, I have a feeling that this is a quest room and I'm not allowed to go in here yet. Yeah. Is that the case? It's just kind of showing me that it exists when I check it out from the vent, but I'm not actually allowed to go in there until later in the game. Rude! It's got some cool posters and shit, man. And credit chips? Ugh. Okay. Don't stress. It's fine. Send me there eventually. I love that I'm basically... My premise is anywhere that has guards is clearly secretly evil, right? Like, why would you have guards unless if you were a bad guy? There's basically no reason to protect your things. I mean, they did beat that guy to death, so that's evidence that they're not good people. I'm doing slightly better. Yeah, like the police station. Slightly better than the police station, I was about to say. Drag him out of the building. Alright, let me scope out the sewer area. Going back outside just takes me onto the club floor, which I can explore elsewhere. Oh, I didn't know that he still had eyes. I thought that his perma sunglasses were like... Those were his eyes now. I don't think I've noticed this loading screen before. Hey, even in China they use a similar... sewer design, turns out. Okay, so that's gas that I can turn off. I see, so that's another way I could have gotten in. If I had had the rebreather, I could have just walked through that and disabled it on the other end. And his glasses have been on since then, right? This name? I forgot about that. Ooh. Whoever was in here was a nerd. Sweet. That's pretty cool. I like that there's not any lore in here. There's just a little laptop and a bunch of softwares. You know, some nerd living in the sewers. It's just life. Oh, it's another way to turn off the gas. If I had the wall punch. This game is so good. I love it. Permanently wear sunglasses in the first Deus Ex. Interesting. Bygone. So the third time I had to ask you to move your belongings from your old apartment. If you do not work with us on this, I'll be forced to throw your stuff out. An expensive storage unit. Goes all the way back up. Oh, really? The sunglasses thing? The Hive. See any dudes over here? Still okay to not be cautious. I think most of the upgrades I'm going to want to get once I finish getting my progression stuff are going to be information-based. Passive information stuff. I don't think I want to pick up any more upgrades that consume energy. I think I'm going to get plenty of use out of that from the cloaking ability. I guess China's doing pretty well. I don't really have a population density problem. None of people living in the sewers like in Detroit. Domesticated nerds to sewer nerds. Ooh. Yeah, that's the second Praxis kit we've gotten for free for busting into a wall. That's quite swell. Alright, so I need 2 to get the rebreather. And I need 2 to start dermal armor. so there's nothing I really want to spend 1 on, right? Anything that's like stealth enhancer? No, I need the last known marker. This is the closest thing to an upgrade that doesn't seem very useful at all to me. Pretty much everything else seems great. Usually requiring them is not necessary. That's one that I eventually want to put points into. As are the turret and robot domination. That might actually help with some progression, because otherwise I don't really have a way to get past a turret. Can you take down a turret in some way without raising an alarm? I'm guessing there's nothing that one-shots it. Don't we already have the ability to select a node to see the chances of detection? An EMP grenade, but wouldn't that make a bunch of a noise? I guess it might put them in alarm status, but not actually let them know to come after you, right? Points of nodes rating, hacking stealth. I do want to do this eventually. Could borderline call this progression, but so long as I have software, it's not quite as necessary. I think I'm going to hold out. I need an EMP gun, because that makes sense. Oh, there's a camera right there, shit. Stationary camera, my favorite. Didn't see the sign outside where it said it was sending me. This is cool. Hi, friend. How are you? I'm just gonna apparate in front of you. Nothing for you to worry about.
You want best in the city? You come to right place. Look on computer and see for yourself.
Well, I found a shop, so that's exciting. Unlocking device, I don't need. Pistol, I don't need. Beer, I don't need. Wine. Painkillers. Crushing grenades. Don't really need these either. I guess the reason I'm saving them is on the off chance that I need to... well, I don't need to take up as much space, I only need to. In case there's a wall that I break through, that if I break through it, I automatically, like, lethal the person behind it, so I could use that to potentially knock them out. I believe that's the way that it works.
Come again.
I guess let me check his, what does he sell? Sniper rifle, crossbow, arrow, silencer, target seeking system. Damage upgrade. Doesn't tell me if it works on a particular gun, does it? Yeah, this one probably does not work. Yeah. I actually want to sell. I don't need to have 3 EMP grenades. 1 and 2 is probably fine because they each take up space. No painkillers. Throw a weapon, ensure the gun is fired, most of its sound emission is muted. Can somebody do me a quick favor and let me know what the what all the valid attachments are for my weapons? The PEPS, the stun gun, and the tranquilizer rifle. Definitely have, oh, maybe that is a silencer. I can't make out what that says. And it says laser guided system are both possible. But I've found those before and it didn't let me use them. Well, I'll just move on for now. Now, where the hell am I?
But for the service you want, you damn well better believe I'm getting my full amount of credits.
Sweet pea. I can hardly make my rent this month.
Join the club, sweet pea.
Stealing beer. That's our way. Laser sight, but it's already silence. It's as silent as silent's gonna get, right? It's not all the way silent. Oops. I'm gonna read the book first. Hearts of Steel. Oh, it's more fiction. His guidance Zeiss eyes glittering. It's gotta be fun as a writer to go out of your way to intentionally write bad fiction. Alright, I don't think they care if I'm hacking stuff in their room, do they? Famous last words. So we got a green node there and a node there. Camera. It's better. That's all I need,
Access
right?
granted.
Yeah, that's everything. Pistol ammo and credits and shoes. Those must be nice shoes. Reload speed? Okay, thank you very much. Appreciate it. Nothing to see here. Just foreigner, the weird trench coat, dicking around in your machine. Alright, so we want to get to that. I think we actually want to go the other direction, though. This will be fun. Yeah, level 1 server.
Access granted.
Sweet. What we got here? The camera in the shop. Huh. Why would I even care about that? So I can, like, beat him up without other people finding out? It's really interesting. Maybe it's just they want to make sure whenever there's a camera, there's always a console connected to it, whether you use it for something or not. It's interesting.
I wouldn't go upstairs if I were you.
Why not? Wait, don't tell me. May and Edgar going at it again?
Yep. And you know what that means.
Yeah. Edgar in a bad mood. Shame, too, because he can be sweet when he wants to.
I'm always amazed by what May gets away with.
Well, she's earned the right to talk back from time to time. When you've been around as long as she has, you know, she practically ran this place before Chan showed up.
I wish she still did.
Learning critical lore. Alright, I think this is where we're supposed to go for the main quest, isn't it? No, it's an apartment. This looks, it's more like a hotel. Hold all. Three. All the little icons are still green. Oh, that's cute. They're leaving their pocket secretaries behind, man. Alright, well I won't screw around with you guys and walk in on you, that's rude. It's not cheap. Can't move the fridges here, literally unplayable. It's almost as bad. Oh, that's another way I can get in with the Hive membership card. That's cool. It's almost as bad as not being able to pet the dogs in Breath of the Wild. Cool shower. What else y'all got? That's an ashtray, nothing special. Include the fridges to the floor. I have yet to move a fridge and have it produce value, but I'm gonna be so happy when it finally happens. I feel like it's likely to happen. I like the atmosphere here. Hey Leon, it's groovin'.
The augmented girls here are popular, but once in a while I like to try it naturally.
Alright, that's everything to find here, so the one main reason to come here is to get the Hive membership card. It's a really interesting, there's a couple things where it's like, it's super trivial to sneak into the club, but maybe you came here first without realizing that there was that vent around the back and it didn't seem as trivial.
Ever since Ning went missing, May has been on.
This is my, yeah.
Ning, did you find her?
I'm working on it.
I'll get back to you.
So, I know where I am now. I thought, I was like, man, there's more than one of these types of buildings? I guess I just never went downstairs when I came here the first time. So, let's go all the way downstairs. Da-da-da. All the way downstairs basically just connects to the sewer, right? And the shop that's in the basement. I'll have to remember that that's here. Pocket secretary. To reward you for being one of our top sellers in Hengsha. Decision to set up shop at such an unusual location was frowned upon by many. There's no denying me on merchandise being able to move. Love and War do have a lot in common. Okay, so that's giving you the heads up that inside the Love Hotel is a weapons shop.
Keep to the crowded areas.
I'll try. Chill out. I'm gonna rob you. I'm sorry. Not really my fault. One of these rooms doesn't have a vent in the ceiling. I'm not adequately checking. You don't mind if I look at your safe over here, do you? Doo-doo-doo. It's a level 5 safe too, wasn't it? Alright, can roll on it too. Nope. Roll on it too? Yeah. Oh, it's only security rating 2, my bad. Misread it. I guess it shows me that when I load in too, doesn't it? Thought it was on the outside. Hey, first try. Alright. This one shouldn't trigger. There is a kind god. Probably should have started with the top one on Fortify, since it can get to it and stop my Fortify, is that right?
Access granted.
Sweet. Sorry, innocent shopkeeper. I got needs. I did have a look around. How did you know? I think it's 30 days. I'm not sure. I don't remember how many days before the cycle does it let you renew. It doesn't require that it run out first, right? That's cool. Jump in there. Hey, the jump paying off. Hasn't really up to this point because of the way the game works. Usually you can just stack stuff, but I guess I could probably carry something over here and stack it. It was convenient though, dang it. That's really why we live our lives. I've already been in the sewers, seen several exits. I guess the other way I could get up there here is to move this heavy thing. If I noticed... I think that still needs the super jump. Boxes. Oh, this is the Hive. Okay. Well, let's finish exploring the Hive now that we can get into the front door. I mean, I guess we could get to the front door trivially, but See if he still gives me lip.
你想买什么吗？随便看看吧。
Good to see you again, sir. Go right in.
Good to see me again. Dude, you kicked me out 3 times. That's just his canned response to anybody that has a card. Get you in trouble, man. Hey, folks.
That's right, Belltower. They're the cops around here in case you didn't
Nice,
know. They're here to put an end to corruption. And I can get them here in seconds because my dad works for them.
Wow, that's cool. So if I call you next week, can you get me on the guest list? And the cover charge here is highway robbery.
Saw the graffiti about Belltower.
Blood pouring out of his shoulder. The harvester must have yanked his cyber.
Ooh, the harvester must have yanked it out. That's cool. So people that try to steal... Poor DJ. I'm sorry, Mr. DJ. Oh! I did forgot to put a record on. Dance with your baby. Alright, there's nothing to see here. My dad works for Nintendo. Wait, that's not the right room? Totally is. I got a scholar thing for doing that. Is there a guy in there? There's stuff in here. I never finished exploring because of the window. Well, shit. The DJ room is elsewhere, isn't it? Nope. Guy's looking right at me. Oh, shit. I like that there are certain things like that the game doesn't register at all. Activating a stealth log right in front of a guy. It's funny. Where was the DJ room? Is it on the other side or something? I wanted to go in there. There was a pocket secretary. I never looted from in there. This wasn't it. Alright, let's see if I can just sneak in here without anybody noticing me. Vision cones for days, but... Optical enhancement, core vision enhancement. The series of suspended organic plastic lenses. So-called heads-up display. I've actually read that one elsewhere. Alright, is it gonna make me stand up to pick a keypad that's on ground level? I feel like the game has taught me that the answer is yes, but... Hack. Hackerman. Alright, so that's not accessible. It's gonna come at me from both directions, so I may as well start with this one. Nope.
Access granted.
Sweet. Credits. Alright. That's fine. Can I get to these ones without somebody seeing me? I can try procking the... the cloak, but I don't think it's going to last long enough. I guess maybe that's a reason to have extra batteries, so you can cloak hack. You play around with it. Can't see my batteries in here, can I?
Access grant.
No, it didn't have me stand up there. Right on. Well, I'll take it. That's pretty sweet. I got all the loot. Pretty sure I got aggro from being near this room earlier. Where is the DJ's room? Can I make it out? Ah, it's on this side. Okay. I can sneak around and go pop in there. Just gonna wait on my battery to come back. This one's gonna be a little bit more obvious when I start hacking it. Let me just pop up really quick and see if they notice me from here. Maybe not. Might just be okay. Alright, that's another server that I can get to directly.
Access granted.
Meet and greet. Jones is sitting on a huge stash of gear. What happened last time? Kicking mule. Won't honor the agreement. Suspicious something else. She actually used the AUG on me to convince me to leave her alone. Ah, clever. Okay. Well, we managed to hack both of those. That's exciting. We got loot, we got credits. You didn't see shit. Which way is he going to scope this out? They get really confused in this area. Isn't there a camera on the other side of this door? Okay. Still shows as alarmed. So alarmed lasts either until you're far enough away from the alarmed guard for it to not care anymore. Oh, he's in here. Right on. Oh wow, he went right in front of the camera. Yikes. That is the longest patrol route ever. It's really funny. I probably should have taken him out. He might find somebody that I knocked out on that path. Should play it safe here. Alright, where is the DJ room? Up here, I think. I think I need to make a separate save just in case on his long patrol route he accidentally finds one of my guards. Calls the alarm. Pocket secretary, what does it say? Oh right, that meter's still moving while I'm in there. Okay. Doo-doo-doo. Nothing suspicious about me. No sir. Nope, nope. Steal your wine so I can sell it to somebody later. Alright. Hive's members only club. Oh, maybe it just didn't register. Maybe I had to reload after I picked that up, because I totally remember picking that one up. Now, is anyone going to be weirded out if I, like, jump off the balcony there? Get lost. Light me.
The owner of the most popular club in Hengsha has his office in a smelly old...
Hey, it's an actual NPC. What's up, Bobby Bow?
Favorite poison?
Gut Punch, Slumdog, Phoenix.
The Golden Phoenix sling.
Oh, a man of taste, are we? Excellent choice. There you go.
That sounds like, oh, what's his name? He's, Lopan. He's the voice of Covetous Shen in Diablo 3. He's a pretty prolific voice actor ever since, Big Trouble.
Stay away from the basement unless you have Mr. Tong's permission.
I do not have Mr. Tong's permission. I spent a bunch of time in the basement and learned basically nothing at this point, so let's get out of here. Totally wasn't sneaking around your club, guys. Jumping off balconies doesn't raise eyebrows. Low Pan Superman, every single power. Bill S. Preston, Theodore Logan, Spock the Rock, Doc Ock, and Hulk Hogan. Man, my man Neil C.C. Riega is still doing some pretty wacky shit on the YouTubes. He's got a really good remix of the Ghostbusters song. He's done a couple like DJ remix albums that have been pretty awesome. Some of them are funny, but some of them are actually really cool.
Good evening, sir. Is there anything I can help you with?
Nope. I got side quests to do. Keep thinking those are like concussion mines. I haven't been down on the very bottom, have I? I feel like I would have to have been to check out the sewers from earlier. It's super gross down there. It's very Midgar slums. Bunch of fake doors.
You're in the wrong part of town, lad. Go back.
You're in the long part of your own face. That makes sense. It's unfortunate that because they're quest objectives, they don't have vision cones. From my wife. Okay, that does pause the game. That's good to know. Gesture Shema is... what is this? Technically, this is what?
Leave me.
Went well. Pocket Secretary. Hey, dumbass, straight from the boss. New code for the girl's holding pen. Delete this after you change the code. Get your shit together. He did not get his shit together. Alright, well, I know the code. And, like, every person who comes here is going to know the code, right? But we gotta hack it anyway. Must have been the wind. I don't know, actually. It's funny. I think I know Chinese for wind. Leave you? That's a weird thing to say, lady.
Access granted.
Sweet. Howdy. Here to save you. No.
Who are you?
Your
I
friend
should
May
save.
sent me. She said you were in trouble. Are you hurt?
May. Thank God. And no, I'm fine. They didn't touch me. Not yet, anyway. If you hadn't come, though, how did you find me?
I asked around. I can be persuasive.
I have to get out of here.
You sure you're okay?
I can be
You leave
persuasive.
here on your own?
Yes, thank you. Whoever you are, thank you so much. I need to go. I need to get out of this city. I need to get away from that monster, Chan. Tell May, tell her. Thank you for everything. I owe her. I owe you both my life.
Problem. I thought that the I in Return to May on the screen there was an exclamation point. And I thought it said, "Return to me!" It's like, it's not... Is she like texting me or something? Alright. Nothing down here. Right? Right? Maybe? More beer. There's a lot of alcohol here. Recognize the roof radical. That is one something. Someone is a jerk, maybe. Tai Ding Shifeng. Okay. I do know Feng, actually, now that I think about it. Tai Ding Shifeng. Trying to get the pinyin. Newspaper. TYM announces new cash stimulus for Pangu. Yeah, the pinyin will be the same for traditional versus simplified. Pinyin is just how you pronounce it. What might be different is the Mandarin versus Cantonese pronunciation. I don't know any Cantonese. Pinyin is the way we Romanize Chinese characters. Used to be called Wade Giles. Oh wow, there's a bunch of storage unit doors here. Sweet. Hack City. Alright, let me save. Y'all don't care if I break into every one of these storage units, do you? I didn't think so. So have you ever heard like Peking? It's actually supposed to be Beijing. It's a little bit closer phonetically to what it actually is supposed to sound like. Peking is the old Wade Giles romanization. So I can technically get to this, right? But it's a long walk, I think. Give it a try. It's a bit of a walk, holy shit. I'm not kidding. Come on. Nice. Very nice. There's no advantage to going for the main red server other than the fact that you get all of the loot. Like, if you can get all the loot through other means, there's no reason to really do it. Is that true? These have containers. Don't appear to be anything in or around them, which is too bad. Take the guy's bicycle, because I'm not that big of a jerk. I'm clearly at least a little bit of a jerk. I guess I've got a room full of boxes if I need to jump up just somewhere and the jump isn't high enough. Remember, there's a combat rifle here we can go sell. It's likely Mandarin. Cool.
Access granted.
Neato completo. Revolver ammo, shotgun cartridges. Alright, where is the hotel relative to where I am right now? I need to go there anyway to turn some shit in. Can sell before I hack into these other storage units. Excuse me, since I'm full up anyway. Right, this way. Bit of a walk. It's okay. If I left the door open, that means I already robbed the pharmacy, so I don't need to double rob them. I'm such a bad person in this game. No spirits. I'm trying to think which way is faster, if it matters. This way is faster. I bought all the praxis that the limb clinic has. So the main reason for money at this point, actually I don't really have one. I have no reason. I have more than enough money to buy the next 5 praxis, and it seems like each limb clinic only stocks 2. Maybe I'll keep buying ammo, but even this guy doesn't sell any of the ammo that I need. Alright. So you can get my energy pack, my beer, my wine, my beer. Oh, this actually gave me a thing. That's cute. I thought it was just a little lore thing. Right on. Sold it at a loss. Shit happens. Pistol ammo, machine pistol ammo, combat rifle ammo, revolver ammo, shotgun shells.
You make me poor. Deal with you no fun.
I know you had custom dialogue for if you only sold him something. Yeah, I'll cash it in real quick while I'm here before I go back. I need to do a full inventory upgrade at some point. Wasn't the party. Excuse me. Oh, I just keep going upstairs.
Ning, did you find her?
I did. She's safe and running. I think she plans on leaving the city.
She always is a smart girl. I'm glad. I will contact her to make sure she is safe. As promised, here's your payment. If you
But this game doesn't have any, like, to be a good guy, you have to turn down every payment
something suitable
mechanic.
for a man of your many talents. Are you interested?
My
All
interest
day.
would depend on the task.
Oh,
By
all
now,
right.
I'm sure you heard of Diamond Chan. He is evil man who feeds off the pain and misery of this city. If we are to stay in peace here, he must be taken care of.
You want me to kill Chan?
Yes, but you must make it look like an accident or suicide.
So in a mission like this, there has to be another way to remove Chan. That must be the answer. Curious if knocking out always counts.
Once Chan is gone, what will you do? Won't some other drug lord turned pimp take advantage of your vulnerability?
I know someone who recently started his own security company. I will hire them to protect us. It should be more
I
than
have to
enough,
assume they got
and I can trust
actual
them.
Chinese nationals to voice acted characters. It's pretty good so far. Sort of like the voice of BMO on Adventure Time is just a Korean American actress, or no, a Korean actress who moved to America and then learned English as a second language.
Why does his death need to look like a suicide?
I've made threats against Chan in the past. Because you helped Ning, if
Good
anything
God.
happens to Chan now, his harvester friends will think we are responsible. I do not want that to happen.
Tell me about Diamond Chan.
He's a monster. At first, he forced my girls to take drugs until they be addicted. It made them easy to control and dependent on him. But now, with cheap black market augmentations and customers with augmentation fantasies, it is even worse.
The Li Xing you spoke of earlier.
Yes. In order to squeeze more milk from his cows, he butchers them. The augments
It's
are
a
just
cool
another form of
turn of
control.
phrase.
The girls can always be tracked, and the need for neuropathy means they will not run away.
There has to be another way to remove Chan from the picture without resorting to murder.
There is. I have access to certain stimulants. If Chan was caught with them, he would no longer be a problem.
That's a
Meaning
cool
I can
concept.
plant drugs on him.
Not on him. Somewhere in his apartment will
We
be
don't have the
enough.
capacity for you to
Maybe
plant things
both.
on a person.
So knock him out, leave the drug, and come back here to me. I have a friend. He works with the police. I'll contact him and
The
he'll
police
make
are
sure
like
Chan is
a
arrested.
private company, it sounds like, in this universe.
I'll do it.
Good. I'll give you the address of Diamond Chan's apartment. It is on one of the nearby rooftops. Lower Hengsha is a dangerous place. Simply knock Chan out, then drop his body into the alley below. Gravity will do the rest. But if you wish only to get Chan arrested, take these drugs. Plant them somewhere in his apartment after you've knocked him out. When you are done, return to me and I will contact my friend in the police. He will do the rest.
Sweet.
Anything else I should know?
Chan should be alone. He is too proud to have bodyguards around. But be careful. Even alone, Chan is dangerous.
Got it.
Mr. James.
Yeah, I took that as that's unique to this
Remember
area,
not
that they have
to
like a
trust any
PMC.
rules on Diamond
But
Chan
not all.
that
Like
make
the
it
police
look
in
like murder.
Detroit aren't private.
Any suspicion will bring us more trouble from his friends.
So no tranquilizers or peps. Which means strictly hand-to-hand submission.
I'm all
Shouldn't be
about
a
strictly
problem.
That
hand-to-hand
is
submission.
good, yes. Good luck, Mr. Jensen. I will wait here.
Sweet. Do I have a base where I can safely drop stuff here, or no? I'm fine with all the stuff I have. Okie doke. We gotta go take care of that. We gotta sell stuff. And that was the guy that was just like wantonly banging. Said Spock you out. Hey everybody. I am Thief Man. I probably should have marked on the map where those storage units were. I do not remember. I haven't come through here before, have I?
What makes you think I'm looking for that kind of stuff?
Hey, I don't want to step on your toes.
Oh, I can't move the vending machines! Everything's glued down in China! No! There's gotta be some sick loot. Okay, that goes to a new area. Gotcha. Which I haven't been to yet. So let me go ahead and take care of hacking into the storage units before I do that. I think I know where they are on the map, actually. It sounds like a...
Ah, I see. Someone's looking for some action, huh? We can...
We need to go, like, over here, but on a lower level. Due east, and then around this alley, and then they're up here. There's 4 of them. Good riddance. Clear Channel could go next, that would be nice. They already own basically every radio station. Super frustrating in the US, the radio situation. There's like 6 possible types of radio station everywhere in the country. It used to be you would go to a different state and they'd have really unique radio stations, but Clear Channel has bought everybody out. It's all the same. The music they play isn't necessarily bad, but it's like, you know, they only play 40 hip-hop songs on the hip-hop station. Let's see. Okay, so I can't get to the thingy. That's a thingy. But I could go down first, makes more sense anyway. Yes, yes. Ooh, I should have come around to get the other thingy. Oh well. Yeah. Nationwide monopoly. More software is always a treat. This game is good at using loot to tell a story. Because all the loot is still relevant. I don't have a bunch of bullshit loot. Now most NPR stations manage classical, National Public Radio. That's one. Okay, I can get to the server on this one.
Access granted.
Sweet. Typhoon ammo. Not ever gonna use that. Okay. Oh, so many heavy things I can pick up that don't have anything in China. I don't think there's been a single thing underneath a heavy object. Yeah, sometimes the servers have one-way arrows. Like this one does not have a one-way arrow, so I could totally get to it.
Access granted.
Neat. There's gonna be a dude in one of these. He'd be like, hey, what the heck? I'm sleeping here. Crossbow arrows. Let's see if a trash can. Alrighty. Well, that's a server. Sweet.
Access granted.
More nuke viruses. Like how there's lore items in here that we can't loot, and then there's the lootable thing. Wait, alarmed. Somebody spot me doing that? That was interesting. There's something connected for them to be able to see me or something? Right on. Well, it didn't trigger a hostile alert, so the cops in town aren't all about to come shoot me to death. Alright, we're gonna pop back by the hotel, sell the loot that we just picked up. Oh, this is the highest up I've ever been. Man, this is a really... It's impressive how much stuff there is here. Oh wait, no, this is the helipad. Okay. I know where I am. Well, this is where we need to be to sell junk. So we'll do that, we'll pop out, and then we'll go do the side quest and the main quest. Now I have 2 praxis that I'm sitting on, not spending. Go ahead and get this out of the way. What else would I spend on? I think I actually want the armor first. I'll do the gas last. Can see the value in being able to take a few shots if I'm trying to melee some dudes. Especially for like boss fights. Mostly want the electricity kind of pseudo progression upgrade, but and the EMP and instability. I got what you need. How does he know that? I don't think I've ever had a shopkeeper say that to me in my real life. Go.
You make me poor. Deal with you no fun.
Reminds me of the that's the super. Oh, I'm running to this next zone boundary. If you're new to the channel, hey, I'm Marstead. I'm trying to beat every awesome game ever made. Too many games out there for that to be possible for any one human, but that is job security for me. If you're interested in checking out the games we've played already, the games we've already beaten, you go to games.marstead.com, and you can vote for the next game we're going to play at vote.marstead.com. Welcome you to join our Discord, where I share announcements, go live notifications, schedule updates, that sort of thing, and our community is running 24/7. Discord.marstead.com. Welcome. Okay, so we haven't been in this map at all, right? It's kind of like Derelict Row, but I don't think Derelict Row had its own map, did it? Wonder if someone has a particular job of like, okay, we're gonna put you in charge of making wall textures for like lore purposes. They're all over Dead Space, for example. Careful or someone might steal my equipment. She want meat. Cool. Love how trivial they make it to rob all these poor shopkeepers, and I get Traveler XP for every shopkeeper I rob. Yeah. Double robbery all the way. Doo-doo-doo. Okay, that wasn't so bad.
Access granted.
He keeps, like, robbing noodles in his safe. Hello. I do like Hengsha. All shopkeepers really make it clear how easy it is to rob you. Look at all this traveler XP. The game is actively incentivizing me to walk into every shopkeeper's back room. Belltower is the PMC.
You think Belltower isn't corrupt? I've seen them look the other way lots of times when they try to ship me down the flag.
Right. You know what? I have no concern about a private company handling my policing. Capitalism will save the day, right? That guy might not be friendly. Green? He's green. Never mind, sorry, I almost broke your bones. But you didn't register as gray on my arbitrary radar scanner, so it's kind of your fault. Has there ever been a game where a PMC hasn't been corrupt? I don't think so. A game or a movie or a book, maybe? I feel like in the public mind, PMCs are universally corrupt. This is cool. Ooh, I thought it was almost positive that was going to be an invisible wall. Oh man, I hope this gets me some... I really need the developer to wink at me here. No! Oh, that's a bummer, man. That's a bummer. It's an invisible wall. I just need a Korok seed. You're so good about giving me Korok seeds. Developer of Deus Ex Human Revolution. Who's the dev? Is a bummer. That's a bummer. It's a bummer when characters we like die in video games, but man is it a bummer when the game doesn't give me a cookie. Got hashtag priorities. Maybe? Ugh. Well, I probably should have quick saved before I tried that jump. Oh right, because it's Square, right? Square owns Eidos. Even the air is glued shut. Alright, one more try. One more try. Doo-doo-doo. That's his apartment. I can do that now. Maybe there are other ways to jump over there than the way I was doing. I don't even remember where it was from here. I'll look for it later. I hate finding invisible walls. Alright, tons of hackable apartments. Gonna stealth him, but drop Chan off the roof. I'm good. Plant drugs. Well, I had a refrigerator that I could move, but it had nothing behind it. One day, the golden refrigerator. It's gonna be amazing. Don't envy the map designers having to deal with the upgraded jump height. I know, right? Feeling the same way.
Ah, a visitor to lower
I do like your roof. It is a lovely atmosphere. Alright, hey. Making it easy on me.
Access
I
granted.
feel like the server's really easy to bust into when it's open. Whoa. That guy... Alright, well that's creepy. He just stopped existing. Maybe this is his house. Man. Someone's got to stash their drugs behind a fridge. It's just a perfect place. Nobody can lift fridges. Not in this setting. Middle East, Crucible of Fire. This troubled region has undergone great upheavals in the last decade and a half. The formation of the United Arab Front toward a single Islamic superstate. Dispossessed Israeli nationals continue to strike in ongoing guerrilla terrorist attacks. Without Saudi oil to strengthen them, the UAF are not the player on the world stage they purport to be. That's cool. What determines whether you get Scholar XP? Is it just based on the number of documents that you've read or something? Yeah, man, I want the fridge loot. I'm telling you. Getting the 8th floor and working down. Take a week. Set up a date to play Mahjong. You see that sweet automated Mahjong table on Reddit the other day? Shaylin, my special son. I saw a documentary on Upper Hengsha. So beautiful. You should court her. Hope you're eating right. Best prices anywhere. Oh, okay, it was an actual phone number. Is that 555 at the bottom? Bet somebody can probably find it. It was just a cool little GIF. What are you doing with tranquilizer darts in your house, buddy? It's kind of weird. Oh yeah? Oh, it's pretty sweet. You gather up the tiles and, Alright, so one of these buildings has an actual vent that's not sealed off. I like how this, like, random guy's apartment has a totally sealed off vent, impenetrable to intrusion. But, like, we break into a FEMA internment camp and all the vents are open. It's the gaming abstraction thing. Like, no, Samus isn't really going around. The Space Pirate facility is not built with morph ball zones specifically for her to get into. She's just clever. Oh man, where was the thing I was jumping on before? Was it this way? Oh! There's a button that says hold the stun when you fall. I've never noticed that before. So you can use that to knock people out if you fall on their heads. Seems like Yakuza is kind of like a Grand Theft Auto, like, open world style game, right? Most of those I think should go on as main plus extra. Ooh. What's this? Don't need to snap anybody's necks today, Adam. What? Someday he's gonna do that into just somebody's apartment and snap somebody's neck. He just assumes if somebody's standing behind a breakable wall, they must require their neck to be snapped. It's totally inappropriate. Okay, let's see. Ammo capacity, which I can't use, right? Right, it doesn't make sense. That's a dart-based weapon. Qui-Gon District is where I started from. Credits will do fine, Qui-Gon. Parking. There's a lot going on here. It's gonna be hard for me to track where I have and haven't explored. What major chongs? I've never played Mahjong. Is it kind of hard to get into? Seems like the rules are a little tricky. Yes, yes.
Access granted.
Get one of these for that. Yawn. Please don't accidentally murder somebody.
Stop right there.
Well, that's not great. Who the hell are you guys? Oh, you're just the regular cops. I probably shouldn't be over here trying to kill you. Well, what are they doing up here, though? Wonder if I can bomb that. Also, I wonder if I can invis while I do it. I'm glad I've been saving behind each of these. Rummy. Probably had a Mahjong app on an old version of Windows that I didn't really understand. Oh shit. You didn't hear anything here? Nothing to see here. It's gonna be like, huh, I guess it was just the wind. They really are doing that? They're just like, well, now there's a hole in this wall. I guess it was just the wind. Oh, that's funny. Alright, well, I think I need to knock these guys out, right? What are you doing up here, dude? What is your deal? Uh-oh. Well, he turned around too early. Maybe we don't want to knock him out that way. Lots of details when it comes to scoring, and there's a gambling aspect, you understand. Your grandmother wasn't a huge fan since her mother spent way too much money on it. I've heard it can be super cutthroat, right? It's like bingo for grannies. Bridge, maybe? Where even am I? Oh, I see.
Hello? I heard you.
You didn't hear shit. I didn't realize I was still invisible. Oops. You, my friend, are going in the vents.
I got a man down here. Stop right there.
Oh shit. He came to investigate fast. Alright, well I got a plan now. It works just as well without gambling. Yeah, or poker, you have to like bet fake amounts in order for the game to be playable. So betting is something that's like fused on top of the core Mahjong rules. I think whenever I load a quick save, I get my energy back, which is interesting. Come on, grab. There you go. There's another guy around the corner up there. Came to investigate last time. Or he might just have very good vision.
What's going on here?
Come on, battery, finish refilling. Do it faster. Shit. Oh, there's somebody else that can see me from here. Yikes. Where did they see me from that time, though? 12 little sticks with dots on them. Huh. That's interesting. Yeah, it'd be nice to get a cool mahjong set. It seems like a neat game.
I've got a man down here.
Is that gonna cut it? This is pretty close to the mission I'm supposed to go to. It's like right below me here. I can't see their vision cones because they're on a different level than I'm on. What's going on? It's totally what's going on, okay. Wow, guy's got really good vision. Winning hand determines who gains, loses how many points for hand. Poker has the pot, people can throw chips in multiple times per round. Ah, okay. So those sticks are just a way to score keep, basically? What's... There's a mahjong anime? You made it sound like there was more than one mahjong anime. Yes, you better. This is where having the double takedown would be really nice. There's an everything anime. Wow, they're patrolling way far away. I gotta take them down before they get this far out.
Malik, you might have been right about that trap. Hengsha Court Gardens is under lockdown by Belltower Associates.
Belltower? They're the police in Lower Hengsha, Jensen. They're under contract with the Chinese government. You think the Chinese...
I won't know anything until I get inside that penthouse.
You sleepy? They're still in here. Man, they were patrolling from far away. Holy shit. Damn, am I hearing things? Funny stuff. Gambling anime. The creator also made Akagi, which is exclusively mahjong. They like over the top. I want to decide if I want to keep this save. I think the hostel triggered as them seeing me, but I'm also not sure if this is the kind of mission where it matters. Doo-doo. I still haven't seen JoJo. Do really like One Punch Man. It really does a good job of reducing the superhero tropes to their barest. Oh. I don't think those guys ever turn around. It's very hard to get in here traditionally. Waiting on meter. Waiting on meter. What am I doing on Praxis? I got a long ways to go. Okay. I must have very recently topped that off. Those guys might be close enough to finally justify using the shotgun. Probably not from cover, though. Let's see. How loud is this thing? Nice. That doesn't kill them, it just knocks them down? What? Man, listen. Man. Well, I should just sell that gun because it's pointless. Like, why would I bother? I thought it was a guaranteed stun. Womp womp. I guess this is where, like, a knockout grenade or some kind would be nice. I think I've dumped all my gas grenades. Probably just leave these three dudes alone. I'm curious if I can hit one of them. Let's see. JoJo started as a horror series? What? Really? Or are you talking about something else? Oh, they're green if you come out from the front. I see. Because they can be like, hey, sorry, you're not allowed in here. That's funny. It ends up being like goofy shonen magic fights and stuff at some point, right? With all the characters being named after metal bands. Right on. I did not know that. Ebook. No Better, The Myth of Human Augmentation by Taggart. We met him. Okay, so this is a little bit of a spoiler. Well, I guess not. I'm just curious. If you've played the original Deus Ex, presumably there's only like 30 years between the games, right? So there must be some characters that are mentioned in Deus Ex that appear in this game, even if only through lore. Is that true? Are there little like snippets for someone that's played the original Deus Ex to be excited about? They're like, ooh, Seraph, or ooh, Taggart, or ooh, Manderley. Can allow augmentation to run wild. Yes, yes. That's really cool. Makes me excited to play the original Deus Ex. Oh man, I didn't realize I built up 23 of those wards right up. Sweet.
Access granted.
Yeah, I'm excited. It's a machine pistol, that's it. Well, I guess I got the XP for breaking into it. Don't need to have that out all the time. There's a fridge. I'm gonna beat this game, and it's gonna turn out that there are no fridges that have anything behind them. Do something with that tenant in the penthouse. You know, I don't like to complain. Ever since you moved into our building, I've not felt safe in my own home. If you're easily leering it. You. English pigs pushing us around. First in the streets, now in our buildings. I'm the only resistor out there. Complaints about tenants improperly disposing of the refuse in the building's dumpster area. Do not block access to dumpsters with large objects. Don't place bulk items in the dumpster. Okay, so they're maybe telling me that I should try dicking around with the dumpsters. Yeah, the game's like, it's unplayable. You can't pet the dogs. Nothing in the dumpsters. It's the same problem. I got a bunch more apartments to scope out here. Oh, is this door locked? Oh, shit. Shoot. Wasted a hack. It's a bummer. Alright. Guessing if you open a door from the inside, it automatically disables the keypad forever. Alright. We can get to the server, so let's just do that. Yes, yes. Yes, yes.
Access grant.
Dang it, Bobby. You'll have computers in your kitchens. Oh, it's unlocked computer. Haven't had that in a while. You may remember me. I live on the second floor. We have met on numerous occasions. Your work colleague really gave me your email address. Hope that's okay. You have nice chats. Thank you for the flattering offer, but I say no. I'm already spoken for. I have a boyfriend. Rent increases. Come check out the Hive. Please, come check out the Hive. Whatever you do, don't knock out our DJ for no reason. Basically, I've learned anyone that's sitting at a console is an innocent. Be easily knocked out from behind. Closet safe. Okie dokie. Yeah. Now, the server is also restricted to only follow the arrows, right?
Access granted.
Let's see here. 90s cups? Okay. Right on. No one is ever home in this game. It's fortunate for me. I guess happened to me like once that I've broken into somebody's apartment. And the person who walked in wasn't even the owner. It was someone coming to kill the owner. Rough him up or something. Okay. The server is accessible.
Access granted.
Whoa, that's unexpected. Let me read this ebook really quick. Tomorrow's Man, the Hugh Darrow's story. An ill-fated ski trip in 1995 left Darrow's anterior cruciate ligament in his knee ruined. An English purchased a prosthetics research and manufacturing firm. Once again. Kitchen computers are typically unlocked. Getting sick of these English pigs pushing us around. Bingway, I know exactly what you're saying. Those Belltower goons are getting on everyone's nerves. I didn't realize that they were from England. I guess that makes sense given their name. Stay Dandan. I haven't seen Xiaobo in 2 weeks. Rooftop emergency doors have been left ajar on numerous recent occasions. Make sure that door is properly closed. Rent increase. Somebody in here had a bad day. Ooh, hello. Let's see if someone's in the bathroom first. Wow, we find a house that has like evidence of a murder or something in it, and there's still nobody in here. Wow. Alright, I want to dump the revolver, pistol. If you sell an upgraded gun, does it sell for more? I wonder if I can do that to kind of cheat my way into more inventory space. Okay, can't get to the server. Only one bit of loot.
Access granted.
Maybe this will come up later that I found this room with crime evidence. Alright, where else can we go up here? If anywhere. Hive posters. Nowhere to jump. Dead end with plants. Ways to go until we get any more praxis, right? Yeah. Howdy, howdy. Let's see. I can get to the server.
Access granted.
Now they have to actually spend the action to fortify a node for it to be harder for me, right? Just them controlling a node doesn't make it more difficult for me. Fridge number 7 with nothing. Why do they even let me? You use them as a weapon or like a bullet shield or something? Remember Shanghai from my office? She was telling me that his sister's been missing for several days. Harvesters stealing bodies for the black market. Leave fun. Neighborhood's becoming dangerous. Emergency door on the roof. You can drop them on people. That's funny. Well, at least they serve a purpose. Alright. Duty mags. Server can't be accessed. There's one loot node. Shit. No, it worked out better than I expected.
Access granted.
More needy mags and money. I finally tried launching a gas canister at the first boss. Like, I think people had mentioned throwing stuff before, and I said I have never seen a throw button. But it's just the shoot button, I think. Attack on nature. Anything known as geohacking be a positive endeavor. I like how there's some cool sci-fi concepts that just combine two, like, English terms. Geohacking. Like, you don't even need to know what that means for it to be, ooh, that's cool. Whoa, yeah. I can throw the shit out of those. It also makes a ton of noise, apparently. It's cool, so I can maybe use that to get people's attention in the future. Like this. Right on. It's awesome. I've never been able to get guards' attention before, so... Refrigerator was moved a few feet. Right? Exactly. Chill out. Ice them. I thought there was a third guy out here. Oh well. Alright, well cool. Now I know that I can easily throw stuff around to get people's attention. It's very exciting. Now, is that always lethal? Is there anything that's heavy that you can throw that will not... Whoa. What the hell? I got alarmed. Where are they coming from? What level are they on? I'm really puzzled. I feel like if you threw a fridge at somebody's face, the chance of them dying is fairly high. I wouldn't say 100%, but I think they're about to come in. Okay. You know you want to. You've already given up? Ooh, I can use the stun gun while invisible and it doesn't undo my invis. I did not know that. Dude's got a really wide cone of vision, wow. Guys have nothing to be afraid of. I'm just a murder hobo. Fella. Dude. No, everything's fine. Don't freak. Why are you afraid of me? Because you have a reasonable reason to be afraid of me? I mean, that's just ridiculous. Alright, great. Well, they're all knocked out, so let's explore. We threw it at 100 miles an hour. Yeah, what am I worried about? What could possibly go wrong? See, I need to take the elevator. I just want to see if there's anything else interesting out here. Beat within an inch of their life, hobo. Break all bones. Oh, I didn't realize that's where this was. That's cool. Toad stuck in the back here, too. Make sure I'm not missing any loot or anything out here. Don't think so. Traveler XP? Huh? Ah? Okay, yeah, nothing else here. Very good. We'll go take the elevator. Or I could go turn in the side quest and not progress the main story yet, but I feel like this isn't going to be a lockout main story completion, so I could probably do it with safety. Still have more to do in this area. Now, I'm having a much harder time keeping track of where I have and haven't explored because it's a lot more vertical. And many more branching paths to get in and out of areas, probably assuming that you have praxis. I wonder, is this game beatable without spending any praxis? It has to be, right? Machines. That's really cool. There's a vet behind a vending machine. That's still not a fridge. Like, we've found stuff behind vending machines before. You have to find anything behind a fridge. But I'll take my joys where I can get them. It's progress. Hell am I? Totally dudes in this next room over here. Use the cover. God. Everybody's looking out windows. There's a fridge here I could use to hit these guys. Come on. Come on. No. Gotta come through the door, man. Not get stuck in the door. There you go. Good job. Good job. Proud of you. All I ask. Not a complicated man. I want to be able to find objects behind refrigerators. And I want people to be dragged along the path I pulled them on when I drag them. Let's see. I thought I saw one of these guys turn around. Let's get him first. English pigs. It's a nice view outside there. Totally get, well, maybe it's a comparable amount of XP. I think you get 30. I'm pretty sure you only get expedient for melee kills. I guess it's maybe more risky to sneak up on them rather than shoot them from a distance. Lack of resources is my main reason for it, though. Oh, it's light, not actual meaningful yellow color. Okay. UI yellow. It's cute. Well, that's where, holy shit, that's a really cool set piece. I'm gonna save that for last here. That's a really weird place to put a bathroom. You're a weird place to put a bathroom. So there's more guards kind of sort of nearby. Talk to each other. This only works when you guys talk to each other. You know that, right? Get XP for anything more complicated than shooting someone in the chest. Let's see. That was neat. Didn't kill him, but it knocked him down. I think it prevented them from sounding the alarm on everybody else in the building. But yeah. I love how they didn't die from that. Like, I threw that thing hard. Oh, I'm sorry. I robbed you, Namaku. I'm a monster. That's the first time I've ever seen two guards facing each other that didn't talk. Then let you through. Are you only a weapon to me? beautiful fridge. Is there a hug button in this game? Can I hug the fridge? Okay, well I don't want to get that intense with the fridge. Just wanted to hug it. Oh, sweet. Here. Oh, the trigger may have been from outside. That makes sense. Right, because it's... I could have approached them from either direction. I think you're right. More likely than that the rule that we've experienced throughout the whole game is suddenly broken in one area. Voidus Blob. How is that remake, by the way? It's basically an adventure game, isn't it? I think I rented it once and was really confused about what it expected of me. Ooh. That's cool. This is an entirely different path to get here. How deep does the rabbit hole go? I feel like you could make a pretty fun, like, Matrix game. Is this a Praxis point? Yeah! Get hype. And I only need one for EMP shielding. I'm almost there. Worth it. This is the super sneaky path. Is there another exit from here? I thought it just took me down to a Praxis. I didn't see another way out from down here. Solitary fridge hiding a Praxis kit. Dude, if there's a Praxis kit behind a fridge, oh man. Oh jeez. The way out isn't at the bottom. I'll be so happy. Like the best possible thing they could hide at the bottom of a fridge. Gotcha. That's what this was. Holy shit. Really? Wow. Oh, this game is cool. I love Deus Ex. Man, it's almost like the Dark Souls phenomenon. Like the level design where you'll pop out of a door and it'll be like, whoa, this was here the whole time? That's cool. Breaking and venturing. Let's see. Another way to climb here. No. Okie dokie, okie day. Nothing else up here. Yeah. So I like Kirby. I get really quick existential crises playing Kirby because the games are just so easy. I think there was the Epic Yarn where like it's impossible to lose, but they make it difficult by when you get hit, you drop your gems like rings and Sonic, so in order to make the game challenging, you want to try to never get hit. Am I remembering that right? I never actually beat the game. Oh yeah, multiplayer? Right on. Sorry to leave you like this, sexy fridge, I'll put you back. Well, no, I'm just like the wet bandits, right? I gotta have my calling card. Fridge just moves slightly ajar. Gotcha. Games don't have to be hard to be fun. It can be like a see the sights tour is kind of how I see the Kirby series these days. Did I take this one? Is this another way to get in here? Oh, this is the other path. Okay, from the vent that I found behind the vending machine. So I could do that to avoid fighting enemies. Yeah, this game would be really fun to try to like route just for a casual playthrough. So many different paths to take stuff, and there's many that have almost no interaction with enemies at all. Sonic ring mechanic ahead of its time. Yeah, I guess you think about Sonic, you're basically invincible in every Sonic game, aren't you? As long as you can reclaim one ring, you can rule them all. Okay. Crazy post-it room. Servers, do these say anything? Binary? Hey, it's the Reddit face. It's forever alone. That's right, that's the era this game came out in. Oh man, got a bunch of software. Very nice. The idea of, like, if you're trying to make an abstraction of hacking, having consumable software. Alright, let's check it out. Barely any real challenge, but still entertaining. Delete Facebook, they had to leave off. Mean-tastic. That was a pretty big level here. These are both onesers. Let me try to fish for... How many attempts did I have on this one? Tons of attempts. Okay, so I may as well fish. Well, the thing's so far away from me, it doesn't really matter. Memes of the future. That's something Deus Ex failed to predict, how stale those memes would become. Oh, so much for fishing for the roll there, jeez. Come on, game, cut me some slack. Oh, I got it the last time, and I got the other one? Goodness. It's the only two that I need, right? I didn't even need to use this stop worm. Oh well. I didn't realize quite how far that thing had to travel. Phoenix instant messaging autosave. Hive Master, you there? Pick up, pick up, pick up. This is a surprise. My clients aren't happy. She never is. Range with HK, it might take some time. Do it. What do you do, Windmill? Never seen Dragon Lady this pissed off. This person types like a moron.
Get word to Pritchard, Malik. The hacker who's been attacking us goes by the handle Windmill. Real name's Ari Van Bruggen. Belltower's been brought in to arrest him.
Arrest? Or get rid of?
Secret
Either
wall
way,
he's
he found
got
out
here.
someone was gunning for him and took off. We need to find him.
There's a nightclub near
He's
where I
in the
dropped you
secret
called the
room in
Hive.
the Hive.
It's notorious in black market circles. If this Dutchman is
Jinx.
running, his first stop will be there.
I'll have a chat with the owner.
Personal jinx. Yeah, so like... Let me think about this. They actually blocked me from going in that door. And that must be one of the few times they don't let you do a quest early. I know exactly where he's supposed to be. We've seen that room already. Alright, so now we're immune to electricity and EMP grenades. I have one more progression skill, 2 more praxis to get the rebreather, and then it's all... then we can finally play the game. We finally grinded up enough boars in the opening level. Then I can start just buying things that I'm excited about. But that was a magic eye. No, it doesn't have any pattern. Somebody just buying shitty art? This like prequel memes when they don't have any moderators active? 10 billion pictures of Obi-Wan Kenobi? I never played Kirby 64. Played Kirby Superstar quite a bit. But I think Kirby Superstar is actually the only Kirby game that I've beaten. Collected enough basement rat tails. Exactly.
Jensen, figured you might want a heads up before you stroll into the Hive. The owner's name is Tong Hung, Tong being his last name. Rumor is he's tied to the Triads.
Not the Triads.
China's organized crime lords. How
You guys got
wonderful.
over me real quick.
Anyone else want a piece of this pie?
I like pie. Can I have a piece of the pie? I think I've been this way already, but... yeah. This is just avoiding the guards in the front. Kirby 64? What kind of game is it? Is it a traditional side-scroller? Is it 3D? I know nothing about it. Hello. That was rude. You're rude. Mandarin is a really good language to be annoyed at people in. Kind of like German. Very, like, aspirated. Oh, that's cool. I didn't know you could take the train places. Probably do that later. 2.5D? Cool. I feel like it's too bad that, so few Nintendo 64 games took that route. This 3D looks bad on the 64. Not on your roof, man. Copy-pasted NPC. Rude. Stealing innocent shopkeepers' credits. Ooh, Kirby 64 lets you mix powers. That's cool. Every combination's a unique ability. Yeah, yeah. And no other game has done that? Huh. Yes, yes.
Access granted.
Give me all your loot. Is it that level 1 locks are more likely to have servers that are open, or not really? Can't really tell if there's any rhyme or reason to it. Get away, you will attract the harvesters. Very dangerous. Oh, whoops, I didn't realize I was leaving the zone. That is still really neat. What are the 6 basic powers? I think one of the most iconic... Beam, bomb, ice, fire... Where am I right now? Have I been here before? Or Hengsha. Yes, I totally know. Hive in the hotel. If I go to the hotel, I'll probably get close to a praxis point for cashing it in. I think I want to finish exploring the Yozhao district, though, so let's go back there first. Fire, ice, spark, bomb, cutter, needle. Oh, no sword and no beam. Needle's the ninja power? Cutter's the, like, the Viking helmet one, right? Ooh, what's this? Whoa, what's this place? It's got a safe. Oh, where you sprout spikes around you. Okay. So it's like basically a melee power when it comes to mixing them. What makes it special? Son of a bitch. I was not expecting 20% chance to trigger. So, okay.
Access granted.
Oh, some of the combos give you a sword. That makes sense. That's a cool way to think about it. Some of those aren't real characters. Like, that is definitely not a character. It's got, like, boobs drawn on it. It's the way out. We don't want to go that way. Belltower. This says China. Probably, I would guess it says Belltower, get out of China. Zhonghua, Middle Kingdom. Oh yeah, totally been up here. Okie dokie, so I got a bunch of more places I can explore that aren't in that specific apartment complex. I like how I could have just, you know, climbed through a really easy vent, or I could have broken down 2 walls and snuck past like 20 guards. Okay, we already checked this place out. Yeah, right? Get a cartoon character. Oh, this is the thing I was trying to jump at, too, before from over here. Okay, well, I feel less bad about that jump failing. Felt like I was never going to find that area again. Was never going to find it, and on the other ledge there was totally going to be a fridge that had a Praxis kit underneath it. Like, once I beat the game, if I don't find any, I'm just going to Google Deus Ex Human Revolution behind the fridge. See if any text ever comes up. They're in all these rooms, right? Yeah, there's the guy that teleported away. Oh, whoops. Well, good thing I've got the fall damage thing. I would be super duper dead otherwise. Super duper ultra dead. Really? Didn't seem like that was as long of a fall. This might open later, but it's not currently available. Every time I look behind a fridge. I need it, man. I need it. I need a fridge to have something. It just stood out to me in all the apartments that there's this one heavy thing that you can pick up. It probably what it ended up being is they just decided, hey, here's an asset that we can have interact with the move. Most other assets are fixed in the ground, but... Okay, let's hack the server. That's actually pretty convenient since that was a level 5.
Access granted.
Stopworm. Ammo capacity. I need to sell shit. Like soon. What can I dump? Probably have a gun I don't need. I remember the revolver actually selling for a decent amount of money, but... Don't need the beers. I don't think they sell for shit. Any other alcohol or wine? I need like one more slot. Okay. You guys are basically wooden fridges, but it's only the fridge that I want. Okay. Don't think there was a shop in this area. Was there? The only shop that I've found in China so far is in the basement of the Love Hotel. Visit rooftop area. Scenic rooftop area. Makes you think I look down on you. Let's see. Level 5 reward node.
Access granted.
Sweet. Corner fridge, too. It's a special kind of fridge. The next 3 decades. Natural outgrowth of today's increasing fragmentation of government and national structure. We return to concept of those ones that keep our medieval and Renaissance era cultures. The city-state. Oh. I didn't even see that guy there. Are you, like, gonna be mad at me for breaking into your house and moving your fridge?
在当地的 Lim 诊所里，我从来没见过那样的手，他们看起来很先进。
But why'd you get down? There's no reason to be afraid. I'm your friend. Just, you know, reading your books and moving your fridge. Nothing to be afraid of. Whoever they got to, like, do a Rush Limbaugh impersonation kind of nailed it. Hive, count me in. Lele and her friends. Jack up your sex life with Potentia. Unleash the mysterious power of the Balkans. Assume that there's going to be some kind of ad for an augmented Johnson at some point. It just seems obvious. Johnson? Should check behind my own fridge, man. That's where I should stash our money. Alright. Hey, I can get to the thingy. Let's just do that. It's actually harder to get to the thingy. Ugh.
Access granted.
That room looks safe. Another corner fridge. Leave me alone. Science and theory behind cochlear implants. Stores basic hearing. Most widely used neuroprosthetics in the US. Oh man, all these grandmas and grandpas out there are technically augmented. Are ossicles the ones that are... Ossic means bone, doesn't it? Ossuary is a place of bones. Damn it, your house is not the one. He's like a combination of Alex Jones and Rush Limbaugh. I could see them doing Alex Jones. They've already got a lot of the conspiracy theory stuff in Deus Ex. Okay. This is a much easier apartment complex than I'm used to. Mother 3. Realize I was a level 4
Access
node.
granted.
It's fine. Hey, what's this guy's name? Really old school. Kilroy was here? That's it. Old school graffiti. Soldiers used to do it, like as early as World War I, maybe? OG meme. Find them on the beach, and you're like, what the heck is an ossicle? And the description is literally, an ossicle is a fossilized ear bone. Huh. Right on. So those weird words that you learned from a specific work of fiction, or like a way you could spell something. was World War II. Dazzle Me magazine. What's this fucking guy? Disappointed. You know, I'm sorry. I didn't mean that. Oh no, are you permanently on your side now? I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. No! Face upright like you were meant to. This is no way for a fridge to be oriented. Okay, alright, no one needs to know. Hush. Shh. 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 Those dank Kilroy memes. This counts as for sure. You didn't see that, it's not recorded forever. Every now and then I pause to think, like, you know, I could maybe find a few pages of written word from my grandfather and maybe a couple of VHS tapes of him before he died. But if I ever have kids and they're ever interested, what was Grandpappy into? Like, there's like thousands upon thousands of hours of permanently logged content. You can get pretty dark with that shit too, like if Andrea passes before I do or I pass before she does, like the volume of content you could go watch of just digging around in this kind of video game searching for pictures of her. Make a pretty good movie. It would be dark as hell. Damn, she saw it on the side of the landing boats. They knew they were safe because the tag used to say Allied forces have been through here. Ah, I didn't realize it had a purpose. I thought it was just kind of a goofy thing. We haven't been on this map yet, have we? Oh, I guess we have. We just haven't been in this section. Alright, well I can go try to find somewhere. I gotta sell. I'm way out of inventory space. Totally get to the server. Right. You could at least do a Black Mirror episode out of that. Oh shit! It was an accident. Did I save before I opened this thing? I went on autopilot there for a second. Really? Hey Chaos, how you doing? Like someone that has just a large volume of content that they've saved about themselves? I mean, I guess there's the one with the cameras in their eyes, and they can replay events over and over, so you can kind of explore not being able to grieve for somebody because of being able to replay events with them over and over and over.
Access granted.
So there's only one node that mattered anyway. Ooh, tranq rifle. Oh, it just gave me darts. Shit, that's right. I only got one out of it. Yeah. Figuring out how to maximize credit intake in this game and XP intake would be really interesting, because you'd have to go sell your existing tranq rifle and then walk all the way back, pick up that rifle. Upload all online information. Oh, yeah. That's my favorite episode of Black Mirror that I've seen. San Junipero. I took it as they uploaded them to like an MMO rather than an Android. My husband's a computer. Apparently I've already been here because I already robbed this person. How did I rob these people and nobody else? Oh, there's the hotel. Shit, I just never noticed this was back here. Man, I am sucking at robbing people. This Traveler XP for breaking into people's back rooms. It's like the majority of the Traveler XP in this zone. Alright, we saw this shit. Oh, interesting, Chaos. Definitely an MMO. Gotcha. It's a really clever episode.
I got...
Nails that show don't tell element. I like sci-fi that's presented in a way where... Let's see, how do I phrase it? I know what I mean in my head. I should just sell this one gun because it's useless. It doesn't knock them out, it just knocks them down, and I can do the same thing by throwing fridges at people, and it takes up so much space in my inventory. Sci-fi where something's going on, and you don't know what it is, and the early parts of the story are shot in such a way that you naturally come up with multiple competing theories about what it could be. And only as the story progresses do you start to eliminate lots of those options. But they're careful to give you red herrings at the beginning of the story. I feel like The Matrix kind of does that. If you watch it for the first time, you're kind of wondering what are they talking about. Concussion grenade. Might hold on to the energy bars. I guess I've got a full stack of them, which isn't great.
Thank you. Come again.
I thought San Junipero did get an award. Didn't it get an Emmy? I mean, it totally should have. The joke I've heard about that one is, in a happy Black Mirror episode, that's the way it ends. Oh yeah, no worries. I was doing it too. Our bad if you haven't seen San Junipero, go fix it.
Has Chan been taken care of?
I planted the drugs and left him unconscious in his apartment. Your friend should have no trouble with the arrest.
I will contact him immediately.
That was only
Thank
like
you.
10 hours
Just
ago.
glad I could help.
You saved us, Mr. Jensen. Money does not feel like enough thanks for what you have done. But here's the payment promised. I hope you will be satisfied with it.
Thank you. Rotten business.
喂，倩，是没，都好了，他做了，是，谢谢，助理好。
Alright, I guess we can continue with the main quest. I think we're done exploring that side area. There's another map we can go to via the subway. If I can remember how the hell to get there, I might try to do that before we do the main mission. Yeah. So I got a bit of a walk. That's good timing for if you're new to the stream. Hey, I'm Marstead. I'm trying to beat every awesome game ever made. It seems like an impossible task. I think it totally is. There's too many awesome games for one human to play them all, but that is job security for me. If you want to see the games we've played so far, you can go to games.marstead.com. There's a list of YouTube playlists for everything we've already done. Even vote for the next game at vote.marstead.com. And please join us in our Discord, where I share announcements, schedule updates, go live notifications, and our community's always hanging out 24/7. Welcome. This way, right? Yeah. So I go this way, and then I need to find... I'm pretty sure that the train is downstairs somewhere in this district, and it takes us to somewhere we haven't been yet. China's way bigger than Detroit. I mean, literally it is, but the zone, the China zones in Deus Ex Human Revolution are much larger than the zones in Detroit. Every now and then I say something and I'm like, someone's gonna add that as a quote. I'm gonna get screwed. We already did these apartments, right? Hang a left and double check. Yes. Beat every terrible game. Oh, thank you. I haven't been in the sewers in this zone. I assume they're different. Terrible games are just miserable to play. I wonder how hard you'd have to make the Metacritic cut for it to be feasible to actually beat every awesome game. Like, if you played them 40 hours a week. It'd have to be a high enough cut that you'd be able to more than keep pace with modern releases and be able to catch up. Pretty sure I wasn't able to come here before, and this looks different than the other parts of the sewers. I also don't think the sewers connect to each other. I don't have the pet pal augment, so I can't talk to rats. I know is a bummer. Okay. Actually, the Yozhao district is the one I was just in. Never mind. I think I just went in a circle. I think even high 80s, like, based on, if you look at the game spreadsheet. Oh, cool. How'd it go, Serp? I've been feeling pretty shitty about wanting to make video gamey D&D. I feel like it's a niche that some people would be interested in, but I feel like a lot of the people that are attracted to D&D streams are attracted to the opposite of that. Good reason. Mid-80s views, played faster, use guides. Only 41 games are 96 and up. Yeah, that sounds about right. I don't think there's anything down here. I think this is just a shortcut to get through the, it's like the nether. Quickly get through China, so I'll just pop back upstairs. Different strokes. Did you have any other players who did enjoy it? I'm gonna keep holding the torch. I think that there's... Basically my argument is I think that there's a class of people that enjoy video games and enjoy the idea of tabletop role-playing. They like war games and tactical RPGs and that sort of thing. And they like crunch, but what they don't like is tracking crunch, because it's a pain in the ass. So I would put forward that there's a market for somebody to make a rule system that assumes that you're using a digital tabletop like Roll20, and assumes or even provides the automation for most of its core mechanics. And it kind of becomes a game of alternating between event. Okay, here's the metro station, so I gotta hang a left and then a right. Right? Yeah. Alternate between parts that are very video gamey and kind of scripted, but still give you the sort of freedom you expect from a tabletop RPG. That, yeah, you have a preset number of attacks, you can see the enemy's hit points, but if you want to do something crazy like swing from a chandelier, the GM can still find a way to allow that and have rules for it. You alternate between that and more theater of the mind, straight up roleplay sequences. Metacritic has an API. I bet that's possible, Leon. I think they do. I've seen a lot of people do cool data studies based on Metacritic. But I think what's happening is that, like, instead of trying to manipulate that market niche of let's make a tabletop rule setting that assumes automation and is very video gamey, heavy mechanics additions and settings and rule sets like 4E are really turning people off with a good reason, because they have so much to track that they become a pain in the ass and they get away from what people perceive to be the fun part. Wait, have I been here before? This is just lower. Oh, I didn't realize it's connected. Where is this? So instead they get turned off by any attempt to focus on mechanics, and they say, you know what, let's make rule systems like 5e that try to minimize the mechanics as much as possible. Let's make it explicit that you shouldn't roll a lot of the time. Alright, so I'm already allowed into Hive. Let's just pop in there.
Our best chance at doing this is to modify ocean temperature
to factor in the average high-quality games added per year. I wonder how much that is. Like, I think that part of the problem is that the number of games that get an extremely high score is lower now, right? I think we've established that. That's just true with Metacritic across all forms of media that Metacritic tracks. Critics are less likely to give amazing, glowing reviews. That getting a 90 is close to impossible these days. Unless if you're, what, Persona has a 90, doesn't it? Persona 5? Clearly it's the children who are wrong. Those are the guys that spotted me hacking into that one place, but I went invisible and they didn't catch me. It was pretty great. It might also have something to do with, like, now that we have this like canon of amazing games that we're comparing every other game against, we can be a little bit more aggressive. Like, I definitely see scores being brought down by the price of games, and scores being brought down by the competition, right? If there's a billion games on Steam and everyone has a giant backlog, you're suddenly a little bit more aggressive in how you rate games than you may have been in the past.
Hello.
You and your shit. Where is the thing that I'm going to? It's in the top here. You generate an hours above 9x per year graph, you can make a pretty good extrapolation. Yeah, more reviewers as well. It's a lot harder to maintain a 90 if there's a couple reviewers that are always contrarian, which totally happens. Still can't get in there.
I thought you had better manners. Don't you know to knock before entering a room?
It's another boss.
This isn't a social call, Tong.
Ah, you Belltower boys. Always with the funny. So, what you want today?
I'm looking for a cybersecurity specialist named Van Bruggen. You know him?
Doesn't ring any bell. What'd he do? Steal something?
Let's just say he's pissed off the Dragon Queen. And so will you if she finds out you're hiding him.
Dragon Queen?
Khan. You know I'd never bet on a loser. Bobby, you waste
Yeah,
a
but
bone
his-
and meat? You there? Yeah, boss? Get a message to Van
His
Bruggen.
point is that the game is showing up
301
twice,
Alice
so you'd have to
Garden Pond.
eliminate elements of that.
If he stick his head out, Tai Young Medical is gonna chop it off.
Malik, you were right. Tong is helping Van Bruggen. He stashed him in the Alice Garden pods.
Thought as much. A hacker who knows his way around corporate firewalls would make a valuable asset for the triads. I'm at the pods myself, Jensen. Want me to run
You can get in
interference?
that room.
No, don't put yourself at risk. I'm heading there now.
Getting things done. Ghost! Now, I wonder how that ghost thing works. Like, I came in here forever ago and took out all the guards. So I wonder if it only cares about did you get detected during the mission? Yeah. I try to pick the highest among Metacritic scores when I'm posting it in the game spreadsheet. It actually games average way higher if they've been present on a mobile system in any capacity, which kind of makes sense. They're starved for good content. Nothing weird going on here. Don't need to worry. Totally normal way to leave a nightclub. You can shoot up all of Derelict Row, get the mission to take out the radar dish, then walk there and get a ghost bonus. It's funny. I think I lost the ghost bonus for Derelict Row, even though I had taken out like 90% of it, because I did walk into some dude that triggered his hostile. It's too bad. Oh, but I also did the radar dish too early, so it wouldn't even have triggered as a mission. So I should have done everything but interact with the radar dish. Let's see. Okay. There's nowhere else for me to explore. This place is much bigger, but it's less side quest dense so far. Does anyone know of any side quests that I need to unlock by talking to someone? The only character I've talked to so far that was able to unlock something was the lady in the Love Hotel. The only other named character that I think I've run into is the bartender in here, who I think we established was voiced by Lopan.
You got a favorite poison?
Looks like Tong's running a nice operation here.
You for hire? Because a suspicious man might not appreciate you asking.
A suspicious man might also wonder what kind of job gets handed off to strangers. But alright, I'll bite. What are you offering?
I got a problem I need solving. Trouble is, none of my usual guys are available. And this problem? It involves a woman. Someone who owes Tong Operation here some money. Getting it out of her is proving to be difficult. It's a dirty job, but it pays well. You interested?
Tell me more. I'm listening.
Are there any quests in the game that don't have a non-lethal solution?
Right. She's a broker. Highly competitive field in Hengsha. But without the right skills, her business wasn't doing so well. So we helped her out. Gave her a nice social enhancement upgrade chip so she could understand her clients' needs. Now, it's time to pay us what's due, but she says she won't.
So basically you want me to be your collector?
Yes, but it's not as simple as that. The girl's gone into hiding and thinks we won't find her. But she also took her phone and computer along to keep her business alive.
Not very smart. Assuming you've got the equipment to track those.
We don't exactly. But we know someone who does. And that's where you come in. Belltower set up a surveillance network around town. A series of relay antennas. I need you to hack them. 3 relays should be enough for us to access the database and triangulate Jaya's position.
Then I go get your money.
Exactly. The first relay is on the rooftop of a 4-story building in the Yuzhou district. I assume you've got an info link and Wayfinder package in those fancy augs of yours? I'll upload the coordinates and then contact you once you've hacked in.
Okie dokie. That seems fine. The bartender knows his shit, man. If anyone else could do me a favor and look up side quests in Deus Ex Human Revolution in the China level in Hengsha. I just want to know which ones require that I talk to an NPC, like the bartender one I just started. There's so many, like, nonsense NPCs that don't really say anything when you talk to them. It's kind of hard to tell who's a quest NPC and who isn't. Probably it's based on whether they have a name or not. Okie dokie, let's do this side quest. Are they in the Yuzhou district? Yes. One that requires you to talk to Tong, okay. Which I can't do yet, because I'm not allowed to go into his office. The door doesn't open, so it must be later. Where are we looking here? Up a level? In the downtown apartments. Okay, get there. Wow, the path I took is really inefficient. That's okay, we'll figure it out. Left and then left.
Wait, Jaya.
These are the apartments, right? This is at the highest possible level. I don't need to read some Sanderson. I've had so many people recommend it to me now.
Good job, Lao Wei. I see you found the first relay. Now hack it and turn off its security protocols.
I can do that. So I say you need to have hacking to do this, but I guess you could buy an automatic hacking tool if you didn't spend any points on it. Oh, I needed to go this way first to unlock the bummer. I see now.
One down, two to go, my friend.
It sounds like he's like really effective too. I've got so many writers that I enjoy that like cannot finish a book to save their lives.
Access granted.
Good. Second relay is down. Only one remaining.
+1 praxis. I need the rebreather, and then I can buy whatever I want. It's 12 bucks a month. Right. Sanderson finished Wheel of Time, right? I need to reread Wheel of Time because I don't remember anything from it other than like the first 3 books, and then I need to finish the story. Last time I read it, book 11 had just come out, and then Robert Jordan died not too long after that. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Okay, thanks, sir. Might be the one that I'm currently doing. Oops. Okay, so I think that's through here, up the stairs. I love that when you knock people out, they're just knocked out forever. Like, they may as well be dead. There does not appear to be any distinction. Can't miss starting. Okay. Thanks, this name. I was surprised. I didn't think you could talk to Tong. Doesn't seem like he's ever going to be a friend. It might be the quest I'm doing right now. It's... Howdy. So much software. Cool. That was pretty tough.
Excellent work. I'm starting the triangulation now. Should have a location very soon. And I've got it. Jaya is hiding in an apartment building called the Hengsha Court Gardens in the Yuzhou district. I'm sending you her coordinates. Get over there and get us the money she owes.
So I wonder how I'm going to resolve that, because I don't want to fight her or kill her or shake her down. Oh, she's up here. Right on. Unexpected. That was nice of them to throw it in the same area here. So I think after I get the rebreather, I'm going to get the last 2 inventory capacity upgrades. I don't know. Hey, 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 I moved your fridge earlier. Did it weird you out?
Who are you? Another one of Tong's thugs? Well, get out! I told him I won't pay another credit.
Alpha.
Look, I know this is not an ideal situation, and I'm not proud that I gotta do this. But Tong's crew wants the money you owe them.
Oh, you poor boy. Having trouble dealing with the dirty job you have to do? And I should feel sorry for you? Reality check, taxman. You're here to steal money from me.
Stealing? They got you the augmentation you needed, and they expect you to pay for it. Not the most charitable thing to do, but I would hardly call it stealing.
Are you really that gullible? Tong doesn't run a buy now, pay later operation. It's more like a buy now, pay forever. Listen, I just started as a broker. Most other brokers come from rich families. They paid for augments that give them an incredible edge in the business. There's no way I could afford anything like that through legal channels.
So you cut a deal with a crime syndicate?
I didn't study this hard to end up with nothing. Once I made enough money, I offered to pay for the aug. But no, what they want is part of my monthly profits. They say they're entitled to it since it's their upgraded enhancement chip that helped me make that money.
How much are they asking from you?
A couple hundred credits every month. Doesn't look like much, but in the long run, let's just say they've made a very lucrative deal. Especially if you consider I'm not their only client.
Couldn't you work without the augment? You wouldn't have gotten into so much trouble if you'd played by the rules.
Play by the rules? Let me tell you a little story about playing by the rules. I come from a poor family. My father, my mother, my 2 sisters, and 3 brothers, none of them ever amounted to much. When I tried to do better, when I made efforts in school, they said I was wasting my time. I got into business school, and again, they said I was wasting my time. That I could never compete with all those rich kids and their tutors and extra classes.
But you did.
I did. I finished top of my class, without the extra help and special attention, only through blood, sweat, and tears. And then what did my classmates
I've got
do?
her credits. It's 5 minutes of robbing stores.
They once again bought their way to success. And what did my family say? That I had wasted my time. I was just supposed to accept defeat after all the efforts I've made? No. No way.
Listen, maybe I can speak to one of Tong's men.
Good shakedown guy. Send me in, go try to get him off the hook.
I thought you were just another one of his mindless thugs. It's hard to properly express what this could mean for me.
Don't thank me yet. I can't guarantee they'll listen, but I'll try.
Convince Bobby Bao to leave Jaya alone. Can do. She still is a quest marker in case I need to take her money back. How the hell am I gonna pull that one off? I guess I could pay her debt for her, like this name was lent. Yeah, just go to all these stores. Shopkeepers will just let you in the back, take their credits, no problem. It's one of those we were talking about earlier, like the game probably struggles to keep track of how much each credit is worth, you know? Stuff them in a fridge. If you just put some money behind your fridge for a rainy day, I mean, I checked behind your fridge. I know with certainty you got nothing back there, so you have no life savings. You're like, you could save money without putting it behind a fridge. What? You a moron or something? Who doesn't keep their money behind a fridge? I feel like I should put something behind my fridge for whenever we move out, the next person comes in. Even if it's just like a little note. Just so they get a little Korok seed, a little cookie. Feel good about checking behind the fridge. This game's teaching me empathy. It's like geocaching. Free on cash.
What can I get you?
Hey, about that job?
You found Jaya yet? You need to get back the money she owes us.
What's it gonna take for you to leave Jaya alone for good?
I don't understand. Didn't you get the money?
I know about the Shylock scam.
That's
you're
pretty
running.
funny, this name.
Get her the
It's a good
augment she
idea.
wants and then bleed her with monthly payments for the rest of her life. I want to know what it's gonna take for you to leave her alone for good.
A cyborg with a heart of gold, are we? Tell you what, Guilo. You give me a year's worth of payments and she's free.
That's a lot.
You're too kind a man. A fine specimen of humanity. Here's your money. Now you better leave her alone.
Don't make threats you can't enforce. But yes, she's off the hook. Here, take this praxis kit. It's
Hard
top
tab.
notch, so have fun.
Now, would I have gotten a Praxis kit if I had also shook her down for the money? What else am I going to spend the money on? I know, right? Hey! It feels so good to actually be able to play the game. I've got every possible progression upgrade, I think. Let me review what I haven't gotten. Trace radar, whatever. Doesn't matter. Well, okay, turret domination and robot domination. I have to do those ones next, even though I almost never have to deal with it. Because those will definitely prevent my ability to progress if me taking out a turret or a robot alerts all the enemies to my presence. Is there any other way to solve that one non-violently other than just pay her tab? I love the guy's like, pay her tab and I'll let her off the hook. Let me give you something that has the market value of her tab. Just as a reward. And people would be like clawing each other's eyes out over the chance to get that. Oh, that was actually the end of the side quest too. Huh. Interesting. Alright, how do I get to this next location? Down. Garden pods. Right, this is right. Jumpy, jumpy, jump. I thought Praxis kits work for like every augmented character in the game. That's why the limb clinics are all able to sell them to me, right? Am I some like special super prototype augment that can use Praxis kits to upgrade myself more? Thought that was applicable to a lot of people. He has no reason to have it. That's such a huge, like, quest reward.
说话，那火热的气息会把你烧。
Oh wow, I didn't even realize this was an instance. Really.
我听说他们想把改变回原来那种。
I'm the only person in the entire world that has that? Right on. That might be true, I just might not remember. It was a while ago we started this game.
这个月又得捉襟见肘了。
房租钱又不够了。
Ogs that need activating.
你知道杰很爱偷听。
Right, I remember that comment now. They needed their throwaway excuse for why I need XP. And how is very good. You guys don't mind me hacking your alarm panel over here?
Get out, my way.
You do mind me hacking your shit right in front of your face.
This is your final warning. Leave!
Access granted.
You need to worry about anything?
Yes. Beds on second and third floor. Showers and laundry space.
还不错。
Impressive. Most impressive. Not as exciting as a fridge, but still a treat. Guess I could probably like cloak right in front of him. I have a pretty good sense of the way the detection works in this game now. I could cloak in front of him, hack the thing, pop back into existence and say what? Oh, you wanted something?
Access granted.
Stop worm. Dragon heads, the triads of the 21st century. 6 great oaths of fealty. Victor fan, the Red Bull, Demon Master, The triad's still a really big criminal element in China. I only really know about them from movies, like the Yakuza. I feel like the American Mafia is kind of dying, but tell Tong your firewall sucks. In less than 5 seconds to get in and figure out the following. Asgarden Rabbit Hole. Well, sure, I mean, that's their ex post facto reason for the augments, but the real reason for the augments working that way is so that you have a reason to gain XP and to gate your access to your abilities. Third time I noticed trash piling up in the corridor outside pod 222. Watch your establishment have a reputation as a rat hole. Make sure 301 gets whatever the fuck he wants. It's like Ed Harris. Interesting. Construction permit for a lease extension. Nigerian scams. The number of video games I've played that have some kind of email or messaging system that are unable to resist a Nigerian print scam. It's pretty funny. Let's not knock out the receptionist today. I know that we've got a habit of doing that, but maybe let's be nice. They still are a thing. Okay, I can technically get to the server, so let's just do that. And I did not realize how often it was possible to get to the server.
Access granted.
Like, it's right to just check for that first. 1,015 credits, goodness, that's a lot for random chip loot in this game. Hello.
对不起，你不能从这走，我很忙。
Jensen, I was on my way out.
What are you doing here, Malik? I told you I got this one.
I know. I didn't do anything. Trust me. Van Bruggen's all yours.
Hang on a second. Something's wrong. What is it? Why are you here?
It's nothing. I mean, can't a girl have secrets?
Seems more beta. So, okay, help me if I understand the social system with pheromones correctly. I think what it's saying is that if I pick this, as long as she's not alpha, it could potentially work. Is it that there's only one right answer, or there can be up to 2 right answers? You just don't want to pick the wrong thing.
Malik.
Jensen, if you even think of using that Casey mod on me, I will hit you.
I wouldn't dream of it. I'm just concerned, that's all.
Fine,
That's
since
funny.
you're so damn curious. Years ago, I used to live here, remember? My friend, my best friend, Evelyn. She was like a sister to me.
That's really
Made
funny.
living here fun. But then there was an accident.
It's one right answer? Okay.
She's dead.
I'm sorry, Malik.
Wait, Jensen, let me finish. I thought I was okay with it, but I know she didn't just die. She was killed. Murdered. Her damn scumbag boyfriend did it. I know he did. I knew he was trouble right from the start, but she just wouldn't listen to me.
Malik, easy. If your friend was murdered, the police would have suspected something. They would have investigated.
That's just it. There was no investigation. They said she fell down a flight of stairs like it was some kind of freak accident. But her wounds, the way she died, they don't add up. It's right here in the damn blood spatter analysis.
Blood spatter? You've seen the police report?
I've been in a house
Yes,
with blood
a
splatter.
friend left a copy of it in a pod here for me to pick up. Listen, I know it sounds crazy, but I think
This must be that other
think
side
there's been
quest you
cover.
mentioned
I just have to prove
couldn't
it.
miss.
If I could get my hands on the autopsy report, the one that never surfaced, I know I'd get the truth. Except,
Why do I suspect I'm about to get dragged into something?
look, Jensen, I'm sorry. I know Van Bruggen is the priority here, and I told you it was my business and I could take care of it. It's just, the more I think about it, the more I realize I'm in over my head. I'm just a pilot. I'm not a damn cop. But I need to know the truth.
I am a cop.
This autopsy report. Once you got your hands on it, what were you planning on doing next?
A lot of people die under mysterious circumstances
I'm
in
not
the
sure.
Deus Ex
like
universe.
I said, I'm a pilot, not a cop. But I felt I had to do something while I had the chance. Maybe once you get the report and we know what it says, we can improvise.
You said you've seen the police report. Who gave it to you?
An old friend who was also a good friend of Evelyn's. He used to work for the Shanghai PD. He left a copy of it along with a few other things concerning Evelyn in a pod here for me to look at. He also left some instructions on how to contact someone at LIM for the autopsy report he's convinced was intentionally buried.
Why would LIM have anything to do with Evelyn's autopsy report?
Good
If you haven't noticed, the Chinese government has been outsourcing branches of its public services for years. Belltower polices the streets, and nowadays LIM does more than just cosmetic surgery. They're often contracted for special cases like Evelyn's.
And what made Evelyn's case so special, you think?
Her boyfriend, Lee. He was at the scene. He had Evelyn's blood on him and tested positive for alcohol and drugs in his system. With his rap sheet, it wasn't looking good for him. But his family, they're on a lot of boards with deep pockets and a lot of reach. They wouldn't suffer the embarrassment of having their son indicted on a suspected murder charge.
Tell me about Evelyn.
She was beautiful, carefree, loved to have a good time. I met her during my internship for a private transportation and logistics firm here in Shanghai. She was a great pilot, too. Knew how to feel the currents, to push the bird just so. Too bad her talents for reading the wind didn't translate to reading guys.
How so?
She was always getting into trouble with the wrong crowds. And it always had to do with some boy. She knew I didn't like him. Her boyfriend at the time, Lee, it drove a wedge between us, and when we parted ways, it wasn't amicable.
I understand.
She was a good girl, Jensen. She deserved better.
Okay, I'll help. What do you need me to do?
My lead, he works for LIM.
I love that whole don't use your KCOG on me. I was surprised that Seraph didn't say
He's
that.
willing to hand over a copy of Evelyn's autopsy.
She didn't really care, I
So
guess.
you want me to meet him and get the report? Is that it?
Yes, but he'll only respond to a certain phrase. Death and life have their determined appointments. To which he'll reply,
Father's
riches
heaven.
and honors depend upon heaven.
Mother's
Christ,
Earth.
Malik, this is starting to sound like something out of a bad spy movie.
I know. He's just trying to protect himself. I didn't pick the damn quote. So just play along and remember the line, okay? You'll find him inside the lobby of the lower Hengsha Limb Clinic.
Does this guy have a name?
None that I know of. But he apparently goes by the handle Anonymous
Volo
X.
Doharis.
I know.
Anonymous.
Anonymous X.
Okay. Anything else?
Yeah, before I forget, everything concerning Evelyn's incident, newspaper articles, the police report, limb details, it's all inside pod 009 here in the hotel. You should read over everything if you can.
Pod 9. Got it.
I need to go. Contact me with any updates.
I have to go. I should go.
I really appreciate this, Jensen.
Sweet. Cool. Well, that's good stopping point. We got our new side quest to work on. Thanks everybody, as always, for hanging out. Give you guys a heads up at what's coming up tomorrow and next week.